And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new retro carded series Marvel Legends No Way Home Spider-Man action figures. And right here, starting from left to right, we have the Amazing Spider-Man, we have No Way Home Tom Holland Spider-Man, and then we have Friendly Neighborhood Toby Maguire Spider-Man. And in case you don't know, this first Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, that is Andrew Garfield version. So first up, we're going to take a look at the packaging that each Spider-Man comes in. And then we're going to crack them open one by one. We're going to check out the figures. We're going to do some comparisons. We're going to see how well these three stack up to each other. Check out the accessories. And that'll be about it. So stay tuned and enjoy the content. First up, we're going to take a look at the Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield version. And of course, he is from the Amazing Spider-Man movies that came out in, 2012 and 2014 maybe. But anyway, here's the packaging. It is a nice retro card with the window that you can see the figure right here and all the accessories he comes with. Marvel Legends series down here on the card. Amazing Spider-Man right there. Warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for kids under 3 years old. So ages 4+ as usual. You get a nice Spider-Man artwork photo right here. Amazing Spider-Man 2 across the top right there. And on the back, you get the like a movie poster image of the Amazing Spider-Man right here. On the left side, the Amazing Spider-Man, and you get a read-up right there. And it's also in different languages. Go ahead and check that out. Pause if you want to read. And you got all your attention warnings and blah, 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 phone numbers and stuff here at the bottom, along with the barcode. And that'll be it for this packaging. Let's go ahead and let's crack Mr. Andrew Garfield open first. And here he is for that coveted tray shot. Now let's go ahead and let's pop him out. There's one hand. The other hand. You get a masked head. And here's Spider-Man fresh out of the packaging. See how he feels. He feels pretty good, I must say. And uh-oh. What the hell is that? Got some bad paint on the inside of the arm already. Man, oh man. So, which that's not a big deal to me, but it may be to you. So keep that in mind. This one's got bad paint. Of course, there would be no way to see that until you buy it and open it up. And we'll go ahead and check out the body here. I don't know how it looks on camera, but in person, the back Spider logo looks pretty sweet, and it's painted very well, as far as I can tell. All the web lines seem to be in order so far. And the Spider logo on the chest looking pretty good. Painted all the way through right there. And I'm digging these sculpts on these new Spider-Man figures. I'm glad they all three appear to have this abdomen crunch at the bottom that we've been getting for a few years now. You know, just added articulation. Hey, the paint seems pretty clean on this guy, except for inside this arm right here. But that's not a big deal to me. If that's the biggest worry you have with your figure, then you have it made. Now, let's go ahead and check out that Andrew Garfield head sculpt. I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if you have this already. I think it's a pretty good likeness. I don't have many complaints with that. The hair looks pretty good. Looks pretty nice. He can kick forward pretty good. I can't really tell if he has drop down hips or not. Maybe a tad. It's hard to tell, but it don't matter. And he can do the splits. Oh, yep, he has drop down hips. I couldn't tell until I did the splits with him, but yeah, drop down hips, and they just push right back up. So he does have drop down hips, pretty sweet. And he does have the upper thigh cut. He has double jointed pinless knees that look very nice. He does not have boot cut. So no boot cut right there, does not have it. He has ankle up and down and ankle pivot. pretty smooth on this guy. And he can crunch that far forward. He can go all the way back. The forward could be a bit more, and the backward could be a little bit less. And he has pretty good range on the arms here. He's got butterfly joints, buttery smooth, upper arm cut, double jointed pinless elbows. And the head, it can look that far down. It can look up only a little bit, at least with his head sculpt on. I'm sure with the Spider-Man head it can get better range, but we'll see. And it can rock around with the head. Oh, so let's pop that off. Put the Spider-Man head on. And I had to run this head under some hot water real quick, and now we're back. And then it fits on very well. And it looks very nice. In fact, it's well proportioned to the body. Probably about the right round shape, I feel like. I think it looks pretty good. The eyes look good. The webbing on the mask looks pretty neat. Looks pretty good. Nice and clean, at least everywhere I can notice. Let me know what you guys think. Yep, looks pretty good. And of course, for accessories, all he has is that alternate Spider-Man head right there. And he comes with the unmasked head that we did not get in that 3-pack previously, which was BS. And he has this open Khmer hand / force choking hand or something. And he has this one lonely fisted hand as well. Get in focus. There we go. And he has the web shooting hands fresh out of the box. And you do get one complete set of those at least, thank God. Very good figure. For 25 bucks, maybe a tad bit overpriced considering the lack of accessories. It is complete garbage that we don't get full sets of hands. We just get one fisted, one open force choke hand, and then we get this set of web slinging hands, which is nice and all. But I mean, I'd like to have a few more hands, you know, or at least just complete sets of what they gave us. And then, of course, the money accessories that Andrew Garfield had. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have bought it. Overall, nice figure. I'd recommend buying it, yeah. 25 bucks, you know, who cares? I'd pick it up. And second up, we're going to be taking a look at the final swing suit, Marvel Legends No Way Home Tom Holland Spider-Man figure. And as you can see, window packaging, retro card. You can see the figure. You can see the accessories he comes with. You can see he has the Tom Holland head, and he has the Spider-Man masked head. Down here, Marvel Legends series, Spider-Man right there, warnings, Hasbro, ages 4+ only. Up here, Spider-Man No Way Home, just like from the movie. Over here, all 3 Spider-Man, nice artwork. Back of the packaging, more artwork here, all 3 Spider-Man, posed up looking all nice and sweet. Down here, you got warnings, you got attention, blah, 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 phone numbers, legal stuff, barcode. And over here, Spider-Man, and you get a read-up in English and several other languages. If you want to, go ahead and pause now to read that. And that'll be enough about this retro card. Let's go ahead and let's open this guy up. Yeah. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and let's take out the accessories and pop the figure out. There we go. So here is Tom Holland Spider-Man out of the packaging. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase and check out this head sculpt. It looks pretty good, I think. So by now you should probably already have a Tom Holland head sculpt. It came with the, he had the Ned 2-pack in civilian clothes. And that one had 2 Tom Holland heads. And they look pretty good too. And then there was that Walmart exclusive from the last movie. And it had a unmasked Tom Holland head. We got that one too. It looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. Might be the best one, actually. Hair's nicely sculpted. Yep. Looking pretty sweet. Now let's check out this suit. Sweet looking spider emblem on the front. Painted very nice. The web lines seem to all match up too on this guy. Painted all the way through on the front. And the arms arms, just a tad bit stiff, but not too bad. That T-pose. Full splits, drop down hips on him too. Heck yeah. Web lines are nice. Web lines in the back on the arms. Looking good. Belt looking good. This one here, I do not see any paint problems at all that I can tell. Let me know what you guys think. And he can kick forward that far. He can kick back just a tad. Drop down hips, of course. He has them. Upper thigh cut right there. He has double jointed pinless knees. God. A little bit stiff on those. We're going to heat that up. He has no boot rotation or boot cut, but he does have the ankle pivot, ankle up and down. And he can go side to side with the diaphragm or the abdominal diaphragm double crunch. He can go forward that far. He can go back that far. Butterfly joint works phenomenally. Shoulder joint moves pretty well, a little stiff. Upper arm cut, double jointed, pinless elbow. Yeah. Looking good. And so I don't miss it, they both have peg holes on the bottom of the feet. And this Spider-Man head pops on a lot easier than the Andrew Garfield. And it also pops right off just as easy. And he can look up about that far. He can look down just a little bit. The head movement's a little bit weak, looking up and down on this one, but he can turn side to side. And you can get some rocking around. But yeah, he's still a solid figure. The web lines on the head are painted pretty well. They all seem to be even and match. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Spider logo on the back looks good. And for accessories, you actually get one complete set of awesome wall crawling hands. But these look a little bit different than the ones we've received. These look more like flat for some reason. But you also get a double set of web slinging hands. The character comes with fisted hands, fresh out of the packaging. And the one I've been highly anticipating the most is the Toby Maguire Spider-Man. This is the Spider-Man from my childhood. This was, of course, the first one in the movies they put out. This might still be my favorite Spider-Man overall, but Tom Holland's a very close second. Andrew Garfield, he's just okay, you know. However, that's just my opinion. Anyway, quick look at the box. Here's Toby Maguire right here. You can see the window packaging. You get the masked head. You get the unmasked head on the figure. You get web slinging hands right there. Marvel Legends series down here. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man warning. Small parts, not for kids under 3. Ages 4+ as always. And up top here, Spider-Man No Way Home. Ages 4+ again. You get that same artwork over here as the Tom Holland figure. So the packaging for this guy and Tom Holland are the exact same pretty much. Minus the, the Spider-Man differentiation. And for some reason, Andrew Garfield's packaging is the odd man out. But anyway, same artwork right here as the Tom Holland figure. Same phone numbers and warnings and attention and blah, blah, blah down here. And to the left here is a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man read-up in different languages. Go ahead and pause now if you wish to read that. Now it's time to unbox it. Been waiting for this guy for years. Now let's pop him out. God damn. And I must say this has very good likeness too. All 3 unmasked heads look very, very good. Very well done, Hasbro. You did a good job on these. You just should have gave them to us in a 3-pack the first time around. I don't think anybody's not saying that, but glad I passed on that, so I ain't gotta worry about it. Hair's done very nice. Yep. Very, very solid figure here. Check out the suit. Spider logo on the front looks very good. Painted very well. All the web lines seem to be matching and straight and painted well. You got some gappage here in the front. That's not cool to see, but not a big deal to me. And gappage in the back, once again. Spider logo on the back looks pretty good. It's a bit broken up because of the sculpt. And the web lines look painted nicely here too. No problems yet. I don't know, sometimes I see this body style and I think it looks kind of wonky and frumpy, but maybe it's not and it's just me. Let me know what you guys think. But I think it's pretty good. Even though Andrew Garfield is my least favorite one, I think his suit style might be my favorite one actually, to be honest. Or maybe it's just his figure, how good his figure looks rubbing off on me, but anyway, the head, it can move up and down pretty good. Probably the best out of the bunch, at least with the unmasked head on. You can roll around very good. You got the butterfly joint. Shoulder joint moves nice. Upper arm cut, if you can get it to stay put the correct way. Double jointed pinless elbows, looking very nice. Figure comes with one fisted hand on the figure and one open, like a weird looking wall crawling hand. And he can crunch back all the way, and he can crunch forward pretty good too. He might have the best overall torso ab crunch out of anybody. And he can go side to side extremely well, front and back. He can kick forward pretty well. Let's see if we can unlock these drop down hips. Yep, he's got a bit of drop down hip action there. You just got to warm it up. Upper thigh cut right there if you can see it. And double jointed pinless knees. Heel to butt action. No boot cut on him either, so all three of these figures, none has the upper boot cut right here. Ankle rocker and ankle up and down. The joints feel pretty good on him as well. And I don't notice many QC issues on my three copies here. Just the Andrew Garfield figure had the inner arm paint that was jacked up a little bit, but not a big deal at all. So this Toby Maguire figure looks pretty nice. Overall thoughts on it, it's a solid 9 out of 10. It'd probably be a 10 out of 10 for me if it just has, you know, a little bit better accessories. Speaking of which, for accessories, you get matching web slinging hands, one right, one left. And of course, you get the Spider-Man masked head. And it might be lacking a little bit of paint on the head, to be honest. Or maybe not, it's hard to really tell. My lighting kind of sucks, but looking at it in person, it kind of looks like it's missing some silver paint. And yes, it totally is. The head sculpt on the web lines is totally missing some silver paint. But it's whatever, not a big deal. I'm fine with this copy. Just be conscious of that. I bought this for in-store, or I bought it for drive-up, pickup. So if you want to go out, hit up Target and look over a few copies of this figure and make sure you get the best one if that's a big deal to you. But yeah, definitely missing some paint on the web lines for the face here. But the body web lines are painted very well all the way throughout, as far as I can tell. Even the boots and the belt, everything. And Toby with his Spider-Man masked head on, he can look up about that far, look down a little bit, and still get that rock around action. And here's all three versions of Spider-Man from the movie standing side by side with each other. And here's how Tom Holland compares to a G.I. Joe classified figure. And here's how Toby scales next to a G.I. Joe classified figure. And here's how Andrew scales next to a G.I. Joe classified 6-inch scale figure. And here's how Andrew looks next to the new Hawkeye Show Kingpin Marvel Legend figure. Here is Toby Maguire next to that same Kingpin figure. And here is Tom Holland next to that exact same Kingpin figure. And here's how well the newest Green Goblin figure from Marvel Legends No Way Home looks next to the Tom Holland figure. And here's how that Green Goblin looks next to that Toby Maguire Marvel Legend figure. I must say this is awesome to have right here. And here's Andrew next to that same Green Goblin action figure.